Kick off the Sunday shoes.
Jeez. Louise.
All right, so what would you say is a better Kevin Bacon film, Footloose or Tremors? Because he's only in the OG Tremors. The sequels are good, though, too.
Yeah. I'm going to go Footloose.
I like the giant worm.
Yeah. They both fill the cheesiness void in your heart when you're watching, you know? Also, I was mad that Tremors and Holes never did a crossover in the film world.
So you Zero just gets eaten by a giant worm at some point when he's
Is that LaBeouf? LaBeouf? No. Was that Shia?
No, that's hold on. Oh my God.
Welcome to NFL Draft Talk.
Is it Stanley? Who's the main? It's Stanley Yelnats. I asked her. She answered. So okay. So now we know. Now. We here.
We steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is G. This is P. This is S.
P.S. I love you.
Just got a random phone call, and somebody left a voicemail.
Probably your doctor.
Probably. He's like, that prostate.
You're dying.
Well, we'll see what happens. 30 and 30 would be a good way to go out. Right?
It wouldn't.
It just every day is just the saddest day ever. It's like, Tom, you should be at home. I'm like, no, guys, it's fine.
I'm here in front of the Bengals stadium. Saddest stadium to die in front of. Which would be the saddest stadium to die in front of?
So Lambeau would be the most fitting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I died in front of another NFC North stadium, I feel like their fan base would rally around that and be like, we killed Tom Grossi. Like, we should be able to beat the Packers this year.
Yeah.
So I couldn't die in front of the Vikings.
Are the Titans in their new stadium yet?
I think that it's on the way. Because, were those pictures of Cam Ward, throwing, in the construction site?
Oh, yeah. I think current dilapidated Titan stadium, worst stadium to die in front of right now.
What if I die in the pool in the Jaguar stadium?
Nah, that's kind of cool.
Okay, it's kind of cool.
I'm sure some people have already died in that thing.
That's true. I mean, there's got to be something.
There's got to be so much bacteria.
Cleveland Browns stadium would be. That'd be tough.
Yeah,
that would not be.
I'd rather die in an actual dog pound.
Yeah,
actually, Browns. Everybody's favorite draft, Cleveland. Cleveland, consensus best NFL draft in the year 2026, Tom. Can you believe that?
Honestly, with the way things are going, it's sure. Why not? Browns have the best draft. Sure. That's where we're at. There is the Commander Stadium, but if I went out like wildflower, that'd be pretty great. Pretty great.
Holy Stanley Yelnats. What's that mean?
Yep. Why not 40 and 40? Because I did the international tour 2 years ago.
Are there 10 international stadiums?
There's a lot now.
Well, now you got Australia in the mix, so
I know. So the next, I'm gonna do international one more time. I gotta do that. I'm probably gonna do Ireland. I'm gonna probably do France. Yeah, that'll be next year. So.
Why?
Because I got, if I'm doing 30 and 30 twice, I gotta do international twice.
You really don't.
I have to.
You're making up rules that you don't.
They're all intrinsic rules, but that's usually how it goes. So that's hey, there you go. Hope you had a great birthday. There you go. Ice cream, cake, and sushi. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong. Perna, the draft is over. We did it. We made it. I also was thinking about you on Friday night, more than just regularly. But I was thinking about you because the Broncos traded back to make you wait even more.
It is what it is. Into the second round, it's like, okay. There was a run on, I think, every player they were considering. So they didn't move up to, try and grab a linebacker or a tight end there. So they go back to the top of the third, right? And I think they drafted a Hall of Famer. So it's all good.
Okay.
And I want to put this very eloquently.
Okay.
We here in Denver fucking love Jonah Coleman. We love Jonah Coleman now. I think he might be the most loved third-round draft pick I've ever seen in my life. He is going to just provide so much juice to our backfield. Started watching what he did at Washington. I'm like, all right, this guy is a lot like J.K. Dobbins. So J.K. Dobbins get hurt, Jonah Coleman go in. Okay, very smart. Then there's a video of him at the draft. Before the draft starts, he's just up on the stage. Somebody's getting a video of him. And he's like, and with whatever pick, Jonah Coleman selected by the Denver Broncos. So he called this shot before the draft. He's never been to an NFL game before. We just fucking love this guy because he wanted to be a Bronco. He is a Bronco. We're ready. We're ready. First round, second round, don't care. Didn't need it. Didn't need it, Tom.
Don't need it.
Meaningless.
Odds the Steelers get disciplined by the league for the Makai lemon call. Falcons got disciplined for the prank call to Shadur. I think those are two completely different things. I think prank phone call to Shadur Sanders by a family member is a little bit different than the Steelers jumping the gun. Personally, I don't think the Steelers should be punished because I think the embarrassment and the shame is enough. I think it's good enough. Then the fact that it created, that whole video of Makai Lemon, like they're celebrating, and then he's like, "Why is Philadelphia calling?" It's just top notch.
Oh yeah, sorry, Coleman was our 4th round pick. We got him in the 4th. 4th round pick.
That's how much you love him. You're like, I don't even know where I grab him.
I don't love him so much. I'm already moving him up where we took him. Yeah. In a month, I'm gonna be like, we took that guy in the first round. First number one overall pick.
Yeah, I don't think the Steelers are going to get disciplined. But yeah, that's why you don't call when you're not on the clock. So there you go. Just get a nice little reminder.
It would have been funny if, I think the Steelers should be punished if that phone call was a prank.
Oh, if they were just being like, we're drafting you, psych, and then just hanging up. Yeah,
you're actually going to the other team in the same state as us.
Yeah.
That's a lot better. That's a lot better than us. Way more respectable than us right now. Definitely has better YouTubers that talk about us.
Oof.
I hope Tree never sees that.
Wow. I leave and, Tree fills in, and this is how you just pay him back, just right in the back. Right in the back. Oh, that's it. Saints got a shot at winning the division. Yeah, the NFC South, I'm very curious to see how that is going to play out. I do like what the Falcons did with AJ Terrell, his brother, Avian Terrell. I really wanted Terrell.
You like what they did with AJ?
Yeah. Because did you see that they did it there was that stories like they did it out of respect to AJ Terrell. And I was like, I'm pretty sure they just drafted his brother because he's supposed to be really good. I don't think that they're pulling a Godfather and they're like, hey, we just want to show how much we appreciate you. We're just going to grab your brother.
Yeah, that's a recipe for having a terrible draft.
Correct.
We really liked this guy. Didn't think he was a great football player. But personality was really good. So out of respect, we just drafted him.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
Hey, listen, if LeBron can play with his kid, bros can play together. Also, the Josh Jacobs' brother is also getting a tryout with the Packers.
Yeah.
So that's very nice.
And the Saints.
We should try to get on this show. I didn't know that was a thing.
the Saints drafted Trey Lance's brother.
Yes.
Bryce
Lance.
Lance, right? And hold on. Where's my fucking script? Bucks. Where's the Saints?
I did not. Is that an actual show that's like on broadcast television? Stadium Lockup? It's all the Browns security dealing with rowdy fans. Oh my God, Perna, we should try and get on that show.
Stadium Lockup?
Just go to a Cleveland Browns game and just be complete asses until we get locked up together. And then we do a live stream.
In the Browns Stadium drunk tank.
Yes. I think though.
Oh yeah, they the Saints drafted Lorenzo Styles as well. So they got Trey Lance's brother Bryce, and then they got Sonny Styles' brother, who played safety at Ohio. So 2 brothers by the Saints.
That's true.
So they saw the Falcons draft a brother, and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna one up you, Atlanta. We're going 2 brothers in this draft."
That's true. Yeah, the Nuggets.
Dude, the Nuggets. I watched all of that game. You see DiVincenzo go down with an Achilles. Unfortunate, but like, oh, okay, Nuggets got an opportunity here. They need to capitalize. Then Anthony Edwards goes down with an injury. I'm like, all right, Nuggets are going to blow this thing open in the second half. And then shit, they just blew it. They just blew it.
That's tough.
So they got a must-win game now. Avs, though, they swept. They swept.
Okay. There you go. Ooh, if I die in New Orleans, I get a good funeral. Oh, and at least as long as I'd be able to have some food before. New Orleans has some great food.
In 5 years, Tom, I'll do that with you. We'll do 30 and 30 drunk tank.
This is the last time I'm doing 30 and 30.
No.
No.
Oh, I'm going to do 30 and 30. Then you're going to go overseas and do 10 and 10. You're going to do drunk tank 30 and 30.
No, people are already being like, you have to drag Perna to Kansas City. I was like, that's kidnapping. I was like, I don't think I can just take a man. But you'll be there for the Denver one. Maybe. If he's around. He has nothing else to do. Really, if Mad Men rewatches are not, on, maybe if he has the time. For like 5 minutes.
What? Oh, to see you in Denver?
Yeah.
I'll pencil it in.
But really light pencil. Like it's mechanical.
I can erase that very quickly.
Very easily. Like it's not even, you're not pressing down hard on the paper. Yeah. 195 and 195, one day in every country in North Korea for the win.
Is that how many countries there are? 195?
Listen, why not? We can make it happen. I'm like, hey, Maya, you know how I was going to go away for a month? A little bit longer.
2 months.
That's not 195.
You can do U.S., Canada, and Mexico in one day. I could basically bike that in a day.
You should try. Just to show me the optimal route.
I will.
Okay, good. Like Carolina picks, but wish they took a tight end. Hey, listen, when we were saying Sadiq to the Panthers, there were some folks who didn't want that. But yeah, I am curious kind of what your take is on the draft, because I feel like heading into this draft, there was less hype than there is usually. And, there wasn't a strong QB class, but the first round was pretty damn crazy. And then the following rounds, like, dude, there was a ton of trades on night 2. I think we got up to like 12 or 13 trades on night 2. But yeah, like, are you feeling overall? I know obviously you picked later, but you feeling overall good about the Broncos?
Yeah. I think obviously when you don't pick until the 3rd round, unless you're somebody who's been grinding draft tape for months, you're going to be learning about a lot of the guys on the fly. Denver, their first pick, I didn't know who Tyler Onyedem was. Onyedem. I've heard it Onyedem, but when I looked it up, I saw Onyedem. The defensive tackle out of Texas Tech or Texas A&M. Sorry, I don't even know what fucking college he went to. Texas A&M. But like that's an area we thought they might be drafting with John Franklin Myers leaving. Let me just share the screen here. So first pick, I'm like, yeah. And even if they drafted, say, a well-known defensive tackle, that's probably not going to be on my radar anyway. Like, I don't know a lot about college defensive tackles. But Jonah Coleman I knew because I looked at running backs, and I know a lot of Broncos fans thought Jonah Coleman would be a good fit in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So that one I knew, and since I knew him, good job, Denver. Anytime you draft a guy I know,
yeah, then
all right, that's a good pick.
Solid, Grim.
But then, yeah, like where they got him, with only one running back going in the second and third rounds combined, Kalen Black to the Niners. Good pick there. Again, like I said, this guy, he was excited to be a Bronco, so that, gets fans excited. And what I like to do every year is when you get a guy drafted, Tom, and I'm sure you noticed this, I base my excitement on the amount of people who are fans of that college football team telling you just got a dog, you just got to do. And no offense to Tyler Onyedem, didn't get a lot of Texas A&M fans talking to me. A couple guys were like, this guy's pretty good. But Jonah Coleman, so many Washington fans were like, you're going to fucking love this guy. So right there, good in my books. Then they finally went, and we got a tackle, Boise State. I'm not watching offensive line, don't care. Great that he can play across the line. Justin Jolie,
Here you go, Kaiser.
Sometimes called Jolly, don't know. Tight end though, very solid tight end. They said he fell because his overall athleticism is average. My take here is the Broncos have had the most below average tight end group in the NFL for the last 6 years. So this guy's going to look like Kyle Pitts out there on our roster. And then I think I'm kind of excited about Mr. Irrelevant, Red Murdoch.
Yeah, you had Mr. Irrelevant pick this year.
We got Mr. Irrelevant. Last time we had that, I think it was Chad Kelly. But Red Murdoch, first of all, just
great name.
Name. You got Packers did some names too. But
Trey Smack, come on now.
3 little bags of heroin. Trey Smack, baby.
Trey Smack.
Yeah. What was his record? 17 forced fumbles. There it is. I'll take him.
And his name's Red Murdoch. I mean,
yeah, dude.
Come on.
This dude was named in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, 100%. Someone saw a bunch of Dick Tracy and was just like,
yeah, I'm calling this man
Red Murdoch.
Go spy on Vrabel and Rossini. That's what I'm doing.
That's it. It's better to pick up a BOA scary or leave it as day off. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be junior, if I'll actually be touring it. Honestly, I'd probably say day off, most likely, but yeah.
I'll bring up the Packers here real quick.
Jonah Coleman, by the way, is going to do great because he's also pick 108. You know. But yeah, Packers, this has been the smallest draft class that Goody has drafted because we only wound up getting 6 folks because one, we didn't have a first round pick. We had 8 picks, but then we moved around because we moved back up a couple of times and then moved up at the end of the 6th. Cisse, very happy with. Again,
I think it's pronounced Sissy.
It's Cisse.
Brandon Sissy.
Cisse. And I'm very happy because 1, he's got speed, and 2, he's going to be very good at man. And we have needed a corner to be good in man coverage for a bit now. So that's going to help a lot. And I would have loved Terrell, who went just a couple picks before this, but this guy could actually be a CB1, and we desperately need bodies back there, which is why the Packers double dipped. So yeah, I'm pretty darn happy. He's also pretty good in run defense too.
No, he's not.
Yeah, you watch a lot of tape.
Yep. Look how sad he is to be drafted as a Packer, dude.
I think those were tears of joy.
No, this guy was like, not the Packers. Anywhere but the Packers.
Oh, wait.
This guy did not want to be drafted by the Packers.
Yeah, that's your analysis after watching that video.
Yep.
Sure.
All right, yeah. So you guys get a position of need, probably a pretty good one there, right?
Honestly, every position, like every pick the Packers made was for a position of need. They go and get McClellan, who's going to be a run stuffer because we needed somebody in the middle too for defensive tackle. McClellan, like people were looking at as maybe as a reach, but again, like it's a drastic position of need. So I'm okay with it. So
I'm going to say that about every pick. Reach. That's a reach right there.
Exactly. If he's good, I don't care.
I had him at 4th round best. 4th round best.
Yeah, 4th round best. I don't know what we're doing out here.
I think
because they traded up for him too, so like they really liked him because Orange was still on the board at this point too. But yeah, I'm hopeful. He's a big body dude. So
Danny Dennis Sutton.
Oh,
Danny Dennis. Danny Dennis.
Dennis Sutton. Yeah, he was a guy that was floating around like the 3rd round in a bunch of mocks that I was doing for the Packers. But yeah, he's exciting. Like his productivity was crazy in school. Like he was constantly, I think it was back-to-back 8.5 sack seasons. I don't know. I was mentioning this. I don't know how productive he's going to be rushing the passer to start with. I think he's going to be utilized more as a rotational guy or until Micah Parsons comes back, and usually
bar's
like
pretty low there though, huh?
Say again?
Bar's pretty low for him.
Yes, 100%.
Based on just what happened after Parsons got hurt.
That's all. It's fine. But yeah, so as long as they can, I think he's just going to take time to develop because he's really good with his bull rush. But we were talking about this during the stream too. A lot of these guys who just have like really good athleticism are really good at just bull rushing the quarterback. It usually takes them some years. Like Lucas Van Ness was the same thing. It takes them some years to develop like a spin technique or like utilize their hands better or get their pad level back because good tackles will be like, no, or just push them to the outside and be able to stop a bull rush. So yeah. King Andrew, what a fitty.
Fitty.
Only thing I know about Vandy's QB is Matt Mitchell's sweet baby boy, Diego. Now, I see a lot of news about his lack of draft enjoyment is due to his attitude. Can Perna or Tom explain? Oh, yeah. Diego Pavia, first Heisman finalist is since like when? Who was not drafted?
2013.
Oh, here we go again with your odd.
Oh, man. I wrote about the guy who got it last.
Oh, hold on real quick, King Andrew. Jagger Burton.
Jaeger. Don't you dare.
It's Jagger.
No, as a Packer,
it's Jagger.
As a Wisconsin dude, this dude is Jaeger Burton.
I know, but it is Jagger. He's got the moves like Jagger. The moves like Jagger. He's played left guard. He's played right guard. He's played center. He played a whole bunch of center. He didn't give up any sacks last year while he was playing center too. But they can utilize him and push him on the inside because the Packers need depth desperately. So I'm okay with this pick too.
Yeah,
we're good.
With Pavia, the last dude, Jordyn Lynch, quarterback out of Northern Illinois, went undrafted following the 2013 college season. He set the record for most rushing yards by a quarterback in a season with 1,920 rushing yards in 2013. Almost a 2,000-yard quarterback. And I think he didn't go. He went undrafted. I think he ended up in the Canadian Football League. So a couple things about Pavia, because I did a video about him.
Yeah.
Noting like he could be a 6th or 7th round pick, but there's a chance he didn't go, that he went undrafted.
He didn't have an agent, right?
Yeah, he has an agent, and this is a bit of misinformation that keeps getting put out there by notable fucking places like Pro Football Talk. He didn't have a college agent for NIL money.
Got it.
He said that he was talking about that on Gruden's show. He has NFL representation. I think if you're talking about like the attitude, I think maybe what teams would have an issue with is there's no chance you're drafting this guy and he's coming in and competing to be a starter. This is a guy who's got to fight for a backup role. And somebody with a personality and the level of confidence he has is, I think, something teams don't want from their backup quarterback position, really, like if you're being honest about that. But also, he doesn't have like any elite athletic skills in terms of like arm talent, his speed. To me, he really is like the Cam Scadaboo of running backs or of quarterbacks. Because remember the knock on Scadaboo? He had all that production at Arizona, and before the draft last year, they're like, yeah, he's too fucking slow to play in the NFL, though. He's too slow.
They were talking about his speed, yeah.
Right? But he produced. So Pavia, he's really short for a quarterback. He's 5'9" and 7/8 or something. But like what he did is he took the New Mexico program, New Mexico State program. Was it New Mexico? I forget which one. He dug them out of the trenches of hell, made them competitive. Went to Vanderbilt, made them as competitive as they have ever been. So he succeeded everywhere he's went. I think he'll get a chance somewhere, or he's a great like spring football, like let's see what this guy can do type of player. But it's because none of his skills stand out, despite the fact that he produces when he runs the football. He had, I think, 777 rushing yards, handful of rushing touchdowns to go with passing. So like he's an interesting case.
Because everything, so it's, you talk about like the misinformation around him, like, because then there was like the Instagram thing where it's like he posted this, which I don't think he did.
He did not post fuck the NFL.
He did not post that.
I'm pretty sure it was fake, right? Like,
yeah, he was talking. I was seeing some stuff around that, like when he was doing interviews with teams, he was like, I'm going to be a starter. Like, again, there's like so much swirling around him now. And I think it's just this guy was going to be a late draft pick, if anything. And now he does have he accepted an invitation to the Ravens mini camp next week, so he will be going there.
That's a great spot for him, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Like it's like specifically as a backup, to come in, like say if Lamar Jackson, misses some time, like he's the kind of quarterback you kind of want coming in for Lamar Jackson. Well, like on the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of athleticism,
sure.
But I think he would run the offense similarly to Lamar. So like,
I think he's just
people are
one
turned
of those
off
stories.
by overconfidence.
Yes.
And it's weird because you want your quarterback to be very confident.
They did the same thing with Shadur. I mean, like, there was other things going on with Shadur, but like, I think Diego Pavia is just that guy this year. Because like if Ty Simpson had fallen, right, it would have been, oh man, like how far is he going to, because the big story I feel like of players falling this year was McCoy, the corner, like who wound up getting scooped up by the Raiders with the first pick in day 3. That was like the big draft fall this year. And I saw so much about him because again, if he's healthy, he's a CB1, dude. Like his ceiling is insanely high. Tore his ACL, missed all of last season, but that wasn't why teams were super afraid to grab him. It was that they're worried about them doing another surgery and they had to like take a piece of bone and like put it into his knee. And if that doesn't work, then that could end his career. So it was kind of like this swirling story of, all right, well, if we draft this guy, there's a potential that he doesn't even play. And so then it was a matter of, all right, what's a pick that we feel comfortable, I don't want to say throwing away, but gambling with, that this guy could be a high-end starter or we're not going to get a whole lot out of him.
Yeah, it's like it's a guy you just kind of got to wait on, right?
Yeah.
To get healthy. I'd never heard the term knee plug in my life.
Yeah, knee plug.
I still don't know what the hell a knee plug is.
This for you, King Andrew.
If worms had machine guns, then birds wouldn't be scared of them.
Birds wouldn't be scared.
They would not.
They would not. Knee plug is that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I feel so bad because, dude, I hope McCoy goes out. I know it's for the Raiders. You're not gonna be happy, but man, I hope he balls out. Like it, because it's those kind of guys. Like I hope they have the greatest careers. Especially like, they're expected to go high and then like some freak injury or something. I hope he balls out. It's true. It's true.
This is my favorite thing every year from Renee Bugner. It's he puts in all of the draft grades and then gives the consensus GPA for all the teams. So we do like a draft grade consensus recap. We've done it the last couple of years. I like to use this chart. So shout out Renee for posting it again.
Albert.
I was desperately waiting for this shit to go online. And I was looking at last year's. It was pretty good. Patriots, Seahawks, top 3 in draft grades. This year, he's got consensus. We got Browns, number 1.
Look at that. You did it,
Look at
Cleveland.
Raiders 2, Jets and Giants. That's kind of a shocker. Although Giants had a pretty solid draft grades last year.
Yeah.
Tampa, Dallas, KC.
Dallas. Okay. Let's. I'll never say this to Scooter's face. I have to say it here because he's not going to watch GPS.
Yeah.
I really like what the Cowboys did in their draft. Like, I think they got some really good potential. They, again, and that's the thing too, like with draft grades, we have no idea, right? Like, we are not going to know about these players for like 3 to 4 years. But I like the potential of the guys that the Cowboys got. I also think that they got some positions of need. Yeah, the value for the Buccaneers, I really, really liked. Yeah, man. It's but yeah, Cleveland had a good draft. They, on paper, it looks pretty damn good. It's true, Sabi.
Yeah, and down at the bottom, they gave Jacksonville draft grade of 32.
Yep.
Consensus there is the Jags reached for all of their picks. Niners did some reaching. The one down here I don't think I agree with is the Rams at 31. I'm gonna give the Rams the benefit of the doubt. I think they have a pretty decent track record of drafting. 49ers don't get the benefit of the doubt. They've seemed to have some poor drafts recently. The Vikings, you'll like this. They are 29.
Oh, no, not the Vikings.
29. Cardinals, 28. Falcons, Broncos, Texans, Chargers. The Seahawks down here at 23, Tom.
Yeah.
They got a B- average, which seems kind of low, but they still managed to finish with the best grade in the NFC West. So
there you go.
You know, take it for what it's worth.
There you go. Yeah. Someone lock up the old Bengals front office, except for the CB Davis, who was a reach, and Young. I really like our picks. I like what the Bengals did. Bengals trying to make that defense better, man. Like, I'd reach for a corner if they think that's their guy. Why not?
Frog in your throat?
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Like, I feel fine, but yeah, it's been
Boys barking.
I keep apologizing to Maya because like every 5 minutes I'm like, hate it. I hate it so much.
You know what I got, Tom?
What do you got,
after
buddy?
draft weekend?
Yeah.
Say no, Brandon. What do you got?
I did that rash come back?
No.
Oh,
But
okay.
I do got some real tightness up here in the old glutes.
So your butt's tight?
Yeah, dude. For like 2.5 days now, my butt is just like locked.
Just because you've been sitting a lot?
Sitting in this dumbass chair for 3 days.
Why haven't you gotten a new chair?
This is a new chair. It's good. I've been in this chair for a few months.
It's good? You just said that your ass is locked up after 2.5 days.
Yeah, because I don't care what chair you sit in. If you're sitting in it for too long, you're
Not
going to
Herman.
get locked up.
Not Herman. My glutes
Yeah,
aren't getting locked
well,
up.
your butt's
offer-
not as good as mine.
My
My butt's used to moving.
I just did a lot of hiking. My butt has looked the best that it's looked in quite some time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I realized Saturday because
Congratulations, Jade.
Saturday evening it occurred to me that I had showered since Wednesday night.
That's always a good realization.
Yeah, I was like, holy fuck, I have been so just locked in and just nonstop working that it's been almost 3 full days. I think that's the longest I've ever gone.
That's yeah.
I
feel
got
like
a whip
that's
of myself and I was like, what the hell?
I was bad.
Yeah, it was not good.
Not good. Jess didn't say anything. Jess is a saint.
No, yeah, she would never.
Just like, you smell like garbage. Denver is 6-3, I think.
Huh?
It's 6
Oh,
Yeah, June 3rd.
June 3rd.
June 3rd. June 3rd. Yeah, that was something for the Bears. Yeah. Safety blitz. Just gonna have to do that. That's fine. Make the secondary better. But yeah, edge rushers. A little bit more dipping there. But yeah, I feel, is there a team that you feel could take a huge jump because of their draft from this year?
Maybe the Giants.
We talked about them last year. They were your pick.
I liked it. Yeah. Last year we were like, they had a good draft. If Jackson Dart's good, they can be competitive. Their problem was they had a really tough schedule. And then they lost games that they shouldn't, like the Broncos game, right?
Yeah.
But also new coaching staff, good draft. The Jets are a team that look like they had a really good draft, but I still don't foresee them playing well.
Yeah.
Buccaneers, I think they added smartly. Let me bring up the picks so we can.
Definitely not, Andrew. Definitely not. Just they love wrestling.
Let me just bring up the visual so I can help me talk about it.
That's fair.
Talk about it.
Sorry, yeah. So the Bears draft, if I was a Bears fan, I like the safety pick. I like the center pick. The pick that's probably my favorite because I really wanted him. I really like the Malik Muhammad pick. I think he's just a guy who could play zone and can also play man. I think that he's a good late round guy. Going and getting a tight end in the 3rd round I know Cole Kmet, there was talks about, because he just got restructured, right? I think he's going to be more of a blocker, is from what I read when we were talking about it when he was drafted.
Well, I think the trend right now, right? You watch the Rams run the 13 personnel, the 3 tight end sets a lot or whatever. I think there's some offensive teams that want to add. I think the Jags were doing the same thing. It's like,
did you see the run on tight ends night too?
Yeah.
Like there was a
because we were waiting for the Broncos to get some of those fucking tight ends.
Yep,
I saw it.
Edge rusher though is,
but I think like there's going to be some more value for your like hybrid blocking tight end who can be the sneaky target in those heavy sets. But the Bucks, right? I think everybody got even more excited about Reuben Bain after he was drafted.
Yes.
Didn't give a fuck about his hat, right?
No.
Just, I'm not going to look at that stupid mirror. Then they got Josiah Trotter,
Snake. Yeah.
son of NFL legend, and a linebacker. Maybe Denver could get, that was a little position need there. And then Ted Hurst. He's like 6'4", built like Mike Evans. So I think addressing their defense early for Tampa, I think that's what everybody's excited about.
Yeah.
I think Reuben Bain's going to be the best edge rusher.
Dude,
and
Reuben
I'm only
Bain,
basing that on his attitude right now.
I'm all about Reuben Bain, dude. I think they get insane value there. It was like my favorite pick from day one. But the Keontae Scott one, because that's a guy I looked in for the Packers. He's a little bit on the smaller side. He's under 6 foot, but he's really good at blitzing the quarterback. Like he had, hold on one second. He had 5 sacks last year, 13 tackles for a loss, 2 pick sixes, 5 pass breakups, and 2 forced fumbles. He's a little bit older. He'll be 25 in August, but yeah, Keontae Scott's a fun one.
Yeah. I like Trotter too, Jeremiah Trotter, great career. It's so like we're seeing so many kids of NFL legends, brothers, and they're, for the most part, they've all been pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people like the Bucks.
I do like their draft. Ditch asked, now the draft's over, what's your hot take on top free agent landing spots? Cam Jordan and Njoku, Diggs, Jennings, Reddick, etc. I feel like Reddick, because he didn't produce a ton last year, because he was on the Buccaneers. So I don't know. Maybe he'll just get signed like after camp or something. Diggs, don't they have to they have to look at some off the field stuff before he's going to get signed? Right? Like, is he still dealing with all that?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with his legal situation. I can't remember if it got.
That one I don't know. Yeah, because he's I think they're waiting. And then Cam Jordyn's interesting. He said it was 5 hours ago on a Saints return. The landscape is clearing up. So Cam Jordyn. So he might just wind up going back to the Saints. I wouldn't be surprised.
Saints or Broncos?
Hey, there you go. And Njoku, maybe he goes to the Broncos.
Nah, they drafted it. I don't think they've got room for any more tight ends.
Yeah.
They drafted 2. They paid Troutman. You got Evan Ingram for another year.
Guy looks like a beast.
I think they're all right there.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone was talking about that. The Bernard dude, for the Eagles, just like a massive human being.
He to me, with his shirt off, he looks exactly like David Njoku. But he plays on the defensive. They'll put him on the D line.
I thought you were going to say you.
Oh, I'm not that arrogant.
Okay.
I look more like Myles Garrett shirtless.
Yep. Yeah, again, I like what the Cowboys did, man. I think that they filled so many positions of need. I like that Caleb Downs pick. I love it. Malachi Lawrence, I think, is going to do well. LT Overton, I think, is really good value. I talked about him for the Packers potentially. He's going to be solid, I think. Yeah.
One of those edge rushers got to be good, right?
Exactly. Somebody's going to work out.
Add 3. One's gonna be good. Yeah, I mean, like, Caleb Downs is such a huge ad. It's like arguably a top 5 player in this draft that is addressing a big area of need for Dallas. Like, when those 2 things align, you get best player available and that player fills a need for you. Yep. That's nice.
Yep.
And then, you get an edge rusher who can make an impact for him right away. I think that's why people like it. Those first 2 picks carry a lot of weight. The Raiders getting a lot of love too.
I like their draft. Masses is a nice pick at the end. I did so much research on corners. So I was like, oh, okay, I know about a bunch of Masses is a nice pick too. I think.
How do you say his first name? Hezekiah?
That might be wrong. Hold on.
Hezekiah Trezun. Yeah, and if McCoy gets healthy, right? Probably not.
Hezekiah.
Probably not playing this year, depending on the status of that knee. But like,
it's true, Wolverine. It's true.
If they get that knee right, then McCoy's a steal for where they got him.
Yeah. I like the Raiders. Eagles. I feel like the Eagles are always near the top because they also go with like some name recognition. Right? Philly? They were just the next team that was down there. So the lemon pick is what everyone's going to talk about, right? And this also probably means that AJ Brown is going to be gone.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry,
I was going to say I like that they're addressing their offensive line, and going Bell, just because Bell's the huge guy, right? Like he's like 6'9" or something.
Nice.
What is he? He is. Yeah, he's 6'9". He's a massive human being.
Dude, they've got bodies in Philly. They've got giant bodies.
I like it too.
I think, one guy I was watching, Stowers. I call Stowers Diego Pavia's Mike Evans because played with him in New Mexico, went to Vanderbilt with him, was considered the second best tight end in this draft class. And tight end was not like an area we thought Philly would go early. They got Dallas Goedert to come back. But you know, they drafted Goddard when they had Zach Ertz, so that makes sense. But Cole Payton, what a fitting pick by the Eagles. Another North Dakota State quarterback. They had Wentz, replaced him with Hurts, and then they'll replace Hurts with another North Dakota State QB. And Payton, also, I think he and Pavia each had 777 rushing yards last season. I think it was just like a weird number, first of all, to have, and then there's two guys that have it. But dual threat QB.
Yeah.
I think I give a little more substance to Philly being ready to eventually replace Jalen Hurts than I did a few months ago. I'm not saying Cole Payton will definitely replace him, but
yeah, I think if anything right now, he's a backup.
Yeah, he's not going to replace him now, but I think in terms of potential, he is a guy that has a lot of upside. So it's interesting. It's an interesting pick.
Oh, Mally, how many people went to Diego Pavia's birthday?
Let's see. I hope future players learn from Pavia to not be an asshole for no reason. I think that's really unfair to Diego. I don't think he was ever an asshole. I think he didn't handle losing the Heisman well, but he's not gotten in trouble. He's like, I don't know, you're knocking him for something that I think is incredibly unfair.
I feel like there's just this. It's kind of gotten away from him a little bit, Pavia, and now it's just like, all right, well, you didn't get drafted after all that confidence.
Yeah,
idiot.
I think it's weird to try and shit on a dude who was going to be a fringe draft pick in the first place, who is basically kind of defied the odds at every turn. He's, in his young, he's what, 24? He was confident on John Gruden's show.
That's what you get for being confident.
Yeah.
That's it. You can never be confident. Ooh. If I die on the Buccaneers pirate ship. Oh,
that'd be a cool place to die.
That'd be a cool place to die.
Especially if you were shot by a cannon.
Okay.
And by cannon, I mean Josh Allen threw a football at you as hard as he could, and it made your head.
Why is Josh Allen in Tampa Bay in June?
He's playing spring game, summer game against the Bucks, like he always does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I was on A&E. They filmed the entire 2024 Browns home season. I did not know that. Okay. They didn't want to film 2025?
I feel like that's just the same episode, though, over and over again.
It's just, this man's drunk.
This guy is too drunk. What happened? Got too drunk.
Yeah.
If there's one episode where the person in the Browns stadium lockup is sober, I will be shocked. I've never seen a sober person get in trouble at a football game.
Yeah. Takes, please, for Bernard. He looks awesome. Yeah. I mean, again, that's one of those things where if it works out, incredible. You look like a genius. If it doesn't, it costs you nothing. So, yeah, the upside looks cool. He looks like a massive human being. Why not? Right? It's even like when you're in the 7th round and you're just drafting very large people and going, if this person could be a starter, it'd be a home run.
Yeah. See, okay. The post was fake. That's the problem.
It's not real.
He didn't say fuck the NFL. Right? We're 99% sure the post was fake.
Hold on. I got you right now.
And that's even more fucked up than being critical of him. Being the fucking asshole to go out there and make a fake post about a player saying that, and then a bunch of people believe it.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking loser are you to do that?
I mean, it worked. They got the attention, but they just making Pavia look like an a-hole. Yeah.
That's the lowest scum there is online. Now, if you want to do about a first round prospect, fine. That's funny. Second round, okay.
If it was Ty Simpson saying F Sean McVay, I'll make my own path.
Yeah. No, it's Ty. Yeah, Ty Simpson saying fuck Kyle Shanahan for not taking me.
Oh my god. Yep.
Like,
but
I don't
again,
know, man.
that's the
I
internet
think-
now. That's where we're at. Hey, Link, I appreciate you. Yeah, you want to just scroll down real quick and just like look at some of these others, like the Jets. Jets, they've been getting high marks.
Jets.
The Jets, of course, like the big question is going to be Bailey or Reese. You know, they're going to be watching those two careers and see, you know, which option was the best. But they go offense with those two other picks in the first round, and we talked about this a little bit on Friday. But I feel like, all right, maybe I'm sleeping on Geno Smith. You know, maybe I'm being a little too harsh, but I feel like if they're able to bring in a franchise quarterback, whether that's in the draft next year, what have you, they are really going to benefit from the offense that they're building. Like, that's going to be a fun offense to watch when they have the right play caller. And who knows, man, maybe Geno's going to be able to take advantage of that just because there's more weapons. But yeah, I like it. I like it. We'll see, Jax.
Yeah, I like Cooper next to Garrett Wilson. That's fun.
Yes.
Tough physical receiver. Pons, just a nice name.
It's a good name. Good corner.
Yep. Called him the Aaron Glenn clone, right? Drafted himself. That was funny. But yeah, I think you look at the Jets having a very respectable draft. I think you got to talk about the Cardinals taking Carson Beck.
So I want to talk about the Cardinals because I gave them a lot of crap for the Jeremiah Love pick because, again, great player. Just don't think it's the right situation.
Yeah.
I feel better after seeing their draft, especially going Basantis and like making that offense. Like, I like Chase a lot. Like, I thought he was one of the better linemen in the draft. So I was like, okay, that makes it like, at least there'll be a little bit of a line to run behind. Like, that'll be solid. But this just very much felt like we're building for the future. Yeah, the Basantis pick is probably my favorite one that they did. I don't know. I feel
you can't
like
experience true love if you don't have a hole open up for you, huh, Tom?
Captain. Yep.
And Chase is going to do that for Jeremiah.
That's it.
Would
like an edge rusher still for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. How do you feel about that Carson Beck pick?
I like it. Dude, you're taking a quarterback in the third round. With almost all the quarterback prospects in this class, there were so many guys that played well earlier in their college career than later. I know, like, there's so many people who want to like shit on this draft pick, but I don't think there's anything but upside with Carson Beck. Like, he's either going to surprise you because he's a decent QB, or you can keep losing with him to get your quarterback next year. It's Jacoby Brissett. If get the contract figured out, he's going to be the guy starting. Like, it is a no risk flyer on a quarterback who has the potential to be a starter at some point. It's a safer pick than Josh Rosen was at 10 or whatever.
True. I mean,
doesn't mean I think he's great, or could you argue like, yeah, you could take a more impactful player now in the third round, but I think the thing about this draft is nobody was really sold on the depth of this draft. I like the pick.
I think it's exactly what you said. I think the main criticism is you could have gotten a more impactful player there. But at the same time, if you're right and he winds up being good, they're going to look like geniuses.
Yeah. And you got Mike LaFleur there. You got an offensive coach, like, kind of trust that maybe they're able to evaluate, right? Now, can you get outside of the fact that Cardinals will run poorly at the very, very top? I get that. Beck probably going to end up being like a backup in the NFL, but
who knows?
He's got he's got potential. So I don't mind it. And to me, it's like the same thing with the Steelers going Drew Allar.
Yeah, that's I mean, there's a lot that's to unpack there. I don't hate their draft. I like the Everett pick there. Dunker, a lot of Packers fans wanted Dunker.
Everybody wanted Dunker.
Making
Why do we
the
want
off-
Dunker? Because he had a good personality and a mullet.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do whether he's good at football.
No, it had nothing to do with his football ability.
Nobody fucking knows.
Leave and love at Price is Right. I do like either way. Like, let's just take quarterback out of the situation. They went heavy on offense, right? And more importantly, they went heavy on the offensive line.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, they were trying to go and get Lemon. That did not work out. I think that this is a good pivot to just go whoever the hell our quarterback is going to be. I think it's just, I think that's another one, just like third round, there's other positions there that you could have looked for. And it obviously is, who the hell knows what goes on with Aaron Rodgers? Who knows what's going on there? And I guess you don't believe in the guy you just drafted before. So
You mean Will Howard?
yeah.
Yeah, I think like if I had to bet on any of the quarterbacks drafted not in the first round of guys being able to get it figured out or fixed or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Drew Allar's probably it. And I know things went really poorly at Penn State last season, even before the injury. I think people got excited about him in 2023. 2023 and 2024 were both pretty damn good years at Penn State. 2024, I think some of the flaws in his game started to really show. But like, if you're talking about a guy who could succeed in the NFL, if you're looking at the prototypical build of a quarterback, if you're going to bet that Mike McCarthy can develop a quarterback,
Yeah.
then that's the upside there. Like, I don't mind the Steelers, who don't have a decision from their narcissist yet to draft a QB. And I think best case scenario is like Rodgers comes back for this year, and they've got two young quarterbacks that they can let marinate in the system, figure out the offense. And I don't think Drew Allar is Kenny Pickett all over again. I'm seeing it in the comments there. He was taken in the third round, not the first round. And Drew Allar has a far better physical skill set than Kenny Pickett did. And it's funny because like there's a lot of people in Pennsylvania who are Penn State fans who did not want Drew Allar to go to the Steelers. So I get it, because they saw the worst case scenario kind of play out for him. But
Sure.
I don't mind it. They picked again, 9 picks later and got a corner. They had 3 third rounders. Like they still picked in the third round.
Yeah. I feel like, again, the Steelers, at the bare minimum, I like the foundational pieces, especially building in the trenches. And you're also getting a pair of wide receivers too. Like, whenever you have the quarterback situation figured out, whoever it is going to be going into a better situation than what it was previously. And I think that's a positive that you can look into, because I don't think the Steelers, with McCarthy, we've talked about this, like maybe they're competing for the North this year, but they're a team that shouldn't be competing for the North, because like they do have to go through this bit of a rebuild. So yeah,
it's like if you put like what Diego Pavia did on the field inside of Drew Allar's body, that's the first overall pick. That's the first overall pick.
Yeah, 49ers fans not super happy about what's going on with their draft picks, because now it's starting to be like, hey, all right, so we haven't been matching the consensus board. It seems like we've been reaching for player. Like, I'm just reiterating, some folks online are talking about. I feel like it's a mix of a few things. I feel like there's been a mix of players that just have not worked out and they just have missed on a few, but also there was a time where the 49ers were one of the best drafting teams in the league, right? But it was also when they were bad. But they were nailing these picks, and they were like their first overall picks. They were nailing like their later round picks. And I feel like just because we've seen diminished returns, and on top of that, the 49ers have been a team that have been so close. They've gotten to the Super Bowl a couple of times in the past few years and have just been unable to win it.
Yeah.
I feel like now that pressure is mounting a bit, and the expectation is like, you got to win right this second. And the guys that you're bringing in have to make an impact right this second because we only have this window.
Yeah. And it started, they traded out of the first round.
Yeah.
And I think everybody thought they were going to go Denzel Boston there at 33 for receiver.
Yeah.
And then they drafted a receiver a lot of people thought they could get much later.
Yes.
So that's where it started again.
Yep.
I don't mind the Kalen Black pick. I thought he was actually pretty damn good last year.
Kalen Black, yeah.
You know, less carries, more yards per touch, more touchdowns for Indiana. I don't mind that.
I think the concern was the lack of offensive line until the fourth and then their last pick.
You know,
because
well, they spent all that money for Trent Williams. We're like,
I know, we're just like, oh, we're good now, which is not the case. Like they need some depth there.
But yeah, it's the Niners, it's the Jags drafting, kind of like competing to see who could reach the furthest every round. Doesn't mean those guys won't be good or they're not good. They're not fits for their system, but you know, we'll see.
Because that thing too, like Ayuk was a good player, and then that just fell apart completely. So that's kind of a loss. And they're just like, hey, call us anytime, whoever wants him.
Yeah.
What the Lions did, I think that was very much a draft for need. I don't hate what they did. They went offensive line, they need offensive line, then they go edge. You know, those are like their two biggest positions of needs. I don't hate what they did. I think it makes sense for what they needed. I also really like the Abney pick in round 5. Needs to be solid.
What the hell? God damn it.
So, oh man, Bert, I love the Chris Johnson pick. There were some Dolphins fans that are like, this is the most Packers draft ever. That's what happens when you take all the Packers, executives and coaches and stuff. You draft like the Packers, but not the most sexy. But I love the Chris Johnson pick.
I don't know what I did on this. Get out of there.
Yeah, he's gonna be thrown in the fire like immediately too. So, Xavier Thomas will be like Tariq Cohen on the Bears. That's fair. We'll see. The Bears, see what they do. Thank God Carolina didn't take Pavia. Again, like I think he might make it as a backup somewhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I said like the better role for Pavia is a team who's going to actually put him on the field like Taysom Hill from time to time. Like I think he's got to prove that he can have some value like in games in certain packages.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just not something a lot of teams are looking at that position, right? Yeah. Like, and he's not like Taysom Hill is much more athletically gifted than him. He's just like he's a gamer. It's weird.
Yeah.
He's a weird prospect. He outperformed his body. Something I have never been able to do.
I don't know about grade War Eagle. Igbino's son I really like. I really like him as a corner. Yeah, I feel like the Bills didn't do anything like super duper flashy, but I feel like they got some positions of need. But the Bills, I feel like weren't going to completely. They needed more. They needed more picks than they had. So it's kind of like, all right, can a guy like TJ Park, can like defense like really step up and be better this year? I like them going in Jude Bowery. I'm okay with that.
First of all, they didn't fuck up their first round draft pick. Big win for the Bills. Got out of the first round. Said we're not going to make that same mistake again.
Happy birthday, Donnie. It sounds like a great start to the day.
I think the guys you're looking at on Buffalo, right? It's like, well, TJ Parker, a ton of tackles for a loss. I think he set the record in Clemson. Had like 41, or not the record, but he had 41 and a half tackles for a loss. So he's always in the backfield. Didn't have like super high sack numbers last year, but he's a disruptor. And I think a guy like that is, I think you want that in Buffalo. He doesn't even have like, he's not going to, doesn't have to start right away. You got Chubb, you got Rousseau. You can kind of figure out what he's strong at. I think you're looking at the linebacker, Caleb Alarms, or I think that's a good pick. an area that they could use help in, considering they were bad against the run. And Skylar Bell, it's like they have two Khalil Shakirs now.
Yeah.
One Khalil Shakir, good. Two Khalil Shakirs, better.
A second Khalil Shakir. Nick, first of all, happy 28th birthday. Celebrating with your last cigarette. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Nick, I'll hold you accountable every time you're in the chat.
I'm going to celebrate with my first, Nick.
Oh,
you quit, I start. Keep the circle of life going.
Happy birthday, Nick. Enjoy it. And then healthy times. Let's go. Saints can get Edger CB, load up on wide receiver. Yeah. We signed 6 undrafted guys is hope. The Saints, it's going to come down to Shuck, man. I think Shuck has been given, it's probably the best offensive line that he's had, that the Saints have had in a hot minute because they spent all those picks over the last few years on offensive line. And yeah, you didn't go and get Edge, which I was a little okay, but that offense should be a lot of fun. And if Shuck is the guy, that offense is going to be entertaining as hell. So who knows? And that division is open. Who knows what the Falcons are going to do this year? The Buccaneers, I think, will be competitive. The Panthers were able to win it last year. So I think you're going to have 4 competing teams to try and win that division. I don't know, maybe the Buccaneers are closest to Super Bowl contenders, maybe, depending on how impactful Bain is. The Falcons could be up there too, but who knows what's going on in their quarterback situation. So we'll kind of see. Bills filled all needs, but in the wrong order. As long as they're filled. Well, Drew Allar, I will say, I think Perna makes a really, really good point about Mike McCarthy, because Mike McCarthy does know how to develop quarterbacks. And so if you're going to go into a situation where now you have some offensive linemen, you have some guys to throw the ball to, McCarthy's probably the best guy to coach him up.
Yeah.
So that's a positive.
Drew Allar could fit 2 of Kenny Pickett's hand in one of his.
Yeah. There you go, Rebone. I think the Cleveland Browns have done fine, but it's just the reason that people aren't hyping up the Browns more is, 1, because they're the Cleveland Browns and just experience, but 2, it's just because who the hell knows what's happening at quarterback, and they're still dealing with the fallout of Deshaun Watson. They're still paying him, and they're still well, are we going to start him?
But they took an exciting quarterback too.
So,
right?
There you go, Mark. There you go.
They went.
Admit the draft. They don't draft well. They draft fine to the point we were decimated, and those drafted players played good. Yeah. I mean, listen, the 49ers still deserve a ton of credit for what they were able to do last year. I just think that there's a lot of pressure on the 49ers front office right now to win right this second with the team that they have. And because they have gotten so close and haven't gotten there, now there's going to be more criticism.
First of all, they stole Justin Jefferson from the Vikings. I don't even know how you do that in the draft, but the Browns did it. They got Justin Jefferson. Taylor Green, insane athlete. And what we know about Todd Monken is he likes an athletic quarterback. So the Browns are going to go in to training camp with Watson, Shedeur, Dylan Gabriel, and Taylor Green. I don't know if Taylor Green will make the roster, but there's at least some developmental upside there. And then, I think you just like all of these first 4 picks for him. Yeah. I think the Browns they had a really good draft, and Tom's right.
EMW is great value there.
If a quarterback finds its way to Cleveland, or they can develop one, or
they have good defense, man.
They need a quarterback, but their roster's pretty good, and they addressed 3 massive needs with very good players atop their draft in Fano, Concepcion, and Boston. Yeah. And then they put a good safety on that defense. Fuck off.
Exactly.
It's good.
Again, I love EMW there. Packers, we were talking about before. 6 picks, the smallest draft class of Goody's career. But, dude, I think it was they got all their positions of need. The only one that they didn't get was probably running back. But we could have our running back besides Josh Jacobs and Marshawn Lloyd. We just have never really seen him on the field. So it's just, who the hell knows there. I'm very glad that they double dipped at corner, though, because they definitely needed to. Yakis could be the guy. Dude, I love that first pick for the Patriots going offensive line. It is not sexy at all, but man, oh man, I'm very okay that they did it. Very, very okay. So yeah, going and building in the trenches, go get Yakis, go get offensive line. I think you're doing all right.
I don't know. Patriots going to be bad.
There you go, Alan. You think Patriots going to be bad?
Patriots going to suck again. It's time.
Just had 1 year in the spotlight and you said you were done.
That's enough of that. Yeah.
Good luck studying.
Wait till they play quarterbacks with both ankles in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
Not bitter at all. Exactly, James. Yeah, you're throwing a 6th rounder on a quarterback. You're just taking a flyer and saying, why not? Please, someone help us. Please, someone be able to throw the ball effectively.
Has a long way to go to develop as a passer, but like off the charts.
Yeah. Perna, what do you got coming up?
We're working on our consensus draft grade recap video.
Nice. Is that coming out today?
Yes.
Nice. I didn't get to it yesterday, but every NFL fan's reaction to the draft coming out today. And then this week will be power rankings post draft, and I'll also do scripted. So probably do a couple more draft videos. But yep, there'll be plenty of content coming out this week, and then we're gonna start getting into the drought. We're gonna start getting into a whole lot of no football. But
my favorite time of year.
We got the schedule coming out soon, so we'll see. But folks, we'll see you on Wednesday. Appreciate the hell out of you. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS, and you have been navigated.
And you reached your destination.
Where are you?
Oops, hold on, wrong button.
So sorry.